Hey, good morning. Today is April 9th, 2024. It is autumn here in the southern hemisphere. and all right, let's cover what's going on and what are the updates for the structures within the market within our three pairs. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off yesterday with the dailies. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with UJ and do a quick roll through on this real quick. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, there we go. So starting from yesterday, April 8th, market, as you can see here, was showing mainly a inverted hammer or more of like a bullish candle with a rejection at the top for the daily time frame into that weekly level. As we can see, looking at today, market did close with that candle, and now we have about 9 hours, 8 hours in the session. What will market do? Um, Again, nothing really changes much from what I stated on Monday, where from Monday, the summary is that we overall we were not really too clear in terms of what the direction of the market is, right? We're not sure if market is to break above or if it's to come back down and then consolidate. However, from the looks of this, given today's already Tuesday, by tomorrow we would already have probably a good feeling, or by the end of today's session, as to where market will go for the end of the week, remaining of the week, right? So again, still in consolidation. There is no break. There is no major clear of anything. We're still holding on. We gotta wait, right? So that is UJ. Moving over to USD CAD. USD CAD yesterday, let's go back to that. So as we can see, USD CAD, we did have that major spike through at the time that I did the structural analysis. We had more of a spinning top, and we have now the market start basically today with basically a tweezer formation. And this bearish candle, we can see we closed right below that key level, and that is a strong indication that market is likely to come back down and consolidate. So again, that is potentially showing the weakness on the dollar as we run into this week. We have one rejection here, two rejections, right? One right next to each other. My anticipation really is that market is just going to come back down into 135,227 at this point. This is a pretty strong clue, unless we all of a sudden today close back above and then we clear with the actual structural body. Then things can change, right? So that's how I would see it. Now looking at AU, as I stated, as long as market could clear this level in a clean fashion, we're very likely then to start a bullish run, and that seems pretty imminent now. We have again 9 hours to close. If we do get a strong bullish closure here, very likely to run into 66873. This also aligns with the current weakness of the dollar for this week, so it makes sense then for the other pairs, right? It's important to note that yes, there is time frame correlation, or sorry, pair correlation as far as how they go. You can't take them to the extreme, as each chart has its own nature. However, market does give clues across the board, and sometimes it is worth just noting that, right? Remember that the market, if you just focus on one aspect of the market, you'll never grasp everything. There's just a lot to grasp, and it takes a lot of time because it's so many different variables. So here we are, really looking now to take this into 66873. This is really clean. If it does close, we finally didn't get the break out of this consolidation range that we started all the way back in February. And now only in April we're starting to see this clear. So it could be that we get a stronger Aussie dollar as we approach May in relationship to the dollar, right? Okay, cool. That is the daily. Now let's cover the H4. Give me just a minute here so I can pull that up. And we can see more of all of this in detail. Again, starting with UJ. So a few things that are important and I'd like to call out in terms of um, price, etc. However, as we can see here, this section is formed by candles that have mainly small bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And usually when we have this for a very long period of time, oftentimes it leads into a sudden reversal. So now that we are at the top here, it is very likely that market can come back down. Not to say that market can't spike and then come back down. However, I would anticipate at any point in time now this week on UJ that we are due for a reversal. It may not be a full reversal, but a pullback seems pretty clear for it to happen. We just gotta wait until that occurs, right? All right, moving along. Let's now go over USD CAD. USD CAD definitely sloppy. I would say from the H4, definitely in a sloppy place. Um, as I had mentioned yesterday, market failed to hold this level as a higher low, made another low. Now we have the breach of that low. This candle seems very indecisive, but we can get follow through as this candle is a bullish candle, then a bearish candle, followed by, we'll see what will close in the next few hours. But I will say that this section right here is definitely a section for a target. If there are any shorts in play at this point. Not to say, again, market can go up. However, from the looks of it, I really don't believe that that's going to be the case, given what we're seeing across the board and on different time frames. All right, now, last but not least, AU. So on AU, as you can see, we are clearing now that H4 key level, which is the daily level. There isn't really any clues of any capricious sentiment for a potential bearish move at this point. The way that the candlesticks are forming, we have the wicks to the downside on the H4. We only have an hour left on this H4 candle. If it does close this way, I would anticipate that the next candle is going to be another bullish candle, as it is then the first candle off of the break on the daily on the H4, right? So these candlesticks take a lot of time. Each one of these takes 4 hours. So just looking at 6 of these takes a day. Just looking at 4 of these takes more than half a day. Because if you look at just 3 of them, that would be half a day, right? So 4 of them, imagine that's a lot of time. So just these 3 right here is half a day worth of movement. These 3 right here are half a day worth of movement. And it's one of those things you really gotta come to the conclusion that it's gonna take a half day for the market to get there. Patience in the market and patience and understanding how long things can take, depending on the time frame that you're trading, is crucial, right? It's crucial, especially if you are trading the market from a higher time perspective versus from a lower time frame perspective. They are completely different movements overall. And that is pretty much that. So that sums it up for today. From the statements that I had made yesterday, there is no change in terms of the direction. UJ, we're still unclear. USD CAD, we are looking more bearish than we are looking bullish. AU, we are looking a lot more bullish from yesterday until today, as long as we can get that close today on the daily. Like I said, Wednesday is very prominent to continue, right? Unless something happens, news comes out, and all of a sudden we have this change. However, don't see that coming into fruition. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It's your boy Bliss with Discover FX. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Safe trading.